you know, did you know
On a dusty road, good loving, I got a truckload, and when you get it, you got something, so don't worry, 'cause I'm coming, I'm a soul man, I'm a soul man, I'm a soul man, I'm a soul man.
Welcome into Dewey Health and Care Field for some soccer tonight. No Slammers. Slammers are playing away today, but we have Steel City FC soccer tonight. They will be taking on the Iowa Raptors, and we had a good one tonight. I'm Thomas English, joined alongside Matt. And Matt, we have a good one tonight. Both teams won their first match in the Midwest Premier League. Steel City won by a score of 1-0. Iowa won by a score of 2-0. And, you know, for Steel City was Jake Lysick who scored the goal, and as well as the player coach, Nigel Dillard, who was very good in their first game. And those two are going to be very important for Steel City FC tonight if they want to get a win. And what can they do to help them get a win?
Well, they're going to have to play a lot of great defense here in tonight's game. Obviously, they shut out Chicago House AC on the road in their first game of the season, this being their home opener tonight. Jake Lysick, again, scoring the only goal. I did have a chance to talk to him and both Nigel Dillard in the preseason, during the off-season workouts leading up to this game. Both of them seem pretty confident in what they can do. Obviously, Nigel, player coach for Steel City FC, seems very confident in this team, and he has said that they are looking this year to take big steps forward towards winning the championship in their league this year. Seem very confident in their abilities to do that, and obviously tonight will be a big test taking on a team that won their first game.
A very good team in Iowa Raptors FC, and they have some very good players of their own. So, Matt, for Iowa FC, what can they do to slow down Steel City and their players like Jake Lysick and Nigel Dillard?
Well, their defense already showed them to be pretty strong in their opening season win. They had a really good defensive game. Offense, for the most part, definitely showed up, getting them 2 goals. You know, they need to keep it on the throat of Steel City FC. Again, Jacob Lysick scored the only goal for Steel City. It took them until the second half, midway through the second half, until they were able to score that goal and beat Chicago House AC.
Yes, indeed. It took them a while, so Steel City will need to get their offense going tonight against the Iowa defense that has been very strong thus far. We'll take you through all the action tonight here at Dewey Health and Care Field. It's a bit of a gloomy Saturday night. Decent-sized crowd out here. We witnessed a young game from a couple girls teams that was to start off the action tonight to get all the fans into the soccer spirit. We got some teams, a team from the Legacy Soccer Club awaiting their introduction, getting ready for the action. It's a little bit of a chilly one tonight, about 55 degrees and a little bit windy. Wind's blowing out a little bit towards the right, so could see that come into play on any long balls or any through passes that we see here tonight. And a nice setup here by the grounds crew here at Dewey Health and Care Field, able to put this all together with the field, all the lining and the chalk, and removing the mound from the field. And it's a beautiful night for soccer here, Matt.
It really is. It really is. It's not too hot like it was a couple weeks ago. It's just about right for soccer weather. Obviously, we're hoping that rain stays away. It was raining in the Joliet area earlier today. That has appeared to have moved past now, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good soccer going here tonight. And Steel City FC taking on the Iowa Raptors. This one should definitely be a good one.
As he mentioned, the weather should be holding off today. Had some showers earlier today throughout the day, kind of rained on and off. But in certain places, I was in Morris today for my work, and it was pouring all day. So luckily that it was holding off here today. Looking at the weather radar, we should be in the clear here in Joliet at the Slammers Stadium, Dewey Health and Care Field. Steel City with some new uniforms this year, making it a little difficult on us broadcasters. They got some nice black shorts with a red, gray, and white uniform with white numbers on the back, so we apologize in advance for any number issues that we may have. It is a little bit difficult to see out here, but we will do our best. Steel City will obviously be rocking their blue uniforms, showing off their new kits, and it should be a great game tonight. A lot to look forward to. We'll be live in about 10 minutes for the start of the game. Stay with us here in Dewey Health and Care Field.
Glove, backhanded Holzwasser, leaps, throws, got him. Nice play by Holzwasser as he hoses him down. Ryan's kind of like a rumble. Wave and a miss, strike him out, maybe you throw him out. Indeed it is. They got him. There's a chance for two to Preda Johnson. DeCausa over the first all day. Where is Kyler? She's gone. Oh. That ball might be gone. There's a high drive to left field. Back on it. Still going. See ya!
One broken bat up the middle. Can Tyler DeBreda Johnson get to what he does? Turns around, swing. There it is! Great play by Tyler DeBreda Johnson. Unbelievable play. Talk about it. Ring it up. ESPN top 10 play right there. Tyler DeBreda Johnson. What a play. 3-2 pitch by Roycroft. Got him looking. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner.
Unloading this one, use your legs.
There's a drive. This time he got it, folks. Way back. Gone!
Welcome back to the lineup, Riley Ware.
There's a hit, and there it is! And the Slammers win in walk-off fashion.
Welcome back to the stream for Steel City FC Soccer here at Dewey Health and Care Field. I'm Thomas English, joined alongside Matt Lauterbach, and today's stream is produced by 1080 Productions. Shout out to our production director, Sean King, putting this all together for us today. We got Aiden over at third base camera doing the camera work for you guys tonight. Should be some good action as we get set for some good soccer here tonight as Steel City takes on the Iowa Raptors. Here in a little bit, we're about to do player introductions. Some names to look out for tonight, as we mentioned before. Nigel Dillard, the player coach. Yes, he does both, Matt. Plays and coaches the team, as well as Jake Lysick, who we mentioned was the lone goal scorer in their first game, which was a victory in a 1-0 victory. And another name to look out for is the striker, number 9, Nolan McGrath. Scored the first goal in Steel City FC history. Played for the team last year, finished with 5 goals and 1 assist. From Bellarmine University, he's another name to look out for. As we get ready for player introductions here, we'll let you guys listen in.
And here are your Steel City Football Club. From New Lenox, midfielder, number 7, co-captain and all-time assist leader, Jake Lissig. From Tinley Park, midfielder, number 8, also co-captain, Matthew Ribbon. From Richmond Park, defender, number 21, he's the Minister of Defense, Nigel Dillard. From Elgin, midfielder, number 39, Eduardo Carrillo. From LaSalle, goalkeeper, number 39, he kept a clean sheet in the first game, Jalen Deppenbrock. From New Lenox, defender, number 20, with his diving goal line clearance in the first game, Connor Erickson. From Aurora, defender, number 2, Sal Garcia. From Lyle, forward, number 25, Hans Hanukkah. From Crest Hill, midfielder, number 18, Jason Benitez. From Tinley Park, defender, number 12, Austin Keats. From Joliet, midfielder, number 3, Tony Cotter. From Frankfurt, goalkeeper, number 71, the legend of indoor soccer, Danny Mack. From New Lenox, forward, number 9, Nolan McGrath. From Kankakee, midfielder, number 25, Rodrigo Munoz. From Chicago, midfielder, number 4, Bruno Ortiz. From Melrose Park, midfielder, number 1, Julian Pacheco. From New Lenox, defender, number 26, Kyle Seymour. From Plainfield, midfielder, number 36, Tyler Kaput. From Chicago Heights, midfielder, number 19, Benjamin Jola. From Manhattan forward, number 17, Danny Flores. From Mosquito, defender, Sean Kevin. And from Kankakee, the coach, Vincent McWilloughby. And from Chicago, Nico Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Steel FC.
And there you have it. That's your roster for the year. Should be a good one. Should be a good team. And what should we expect from the team this year, Matt?
Well, you know, talking with Jake Lysick and Nigel Dillard during the offseason, they seemed really positive and enthusiastic that they can be the team that can take the next step forward. Obviously, their last year they finished third in their inaugural season of playing in this league, and here this year they really feel like they have the team in the making of going on a deep playoff run for the championship this year. Obviously, they already got off to a good start with their first win over Chicago House AC, but now we need to see how they do against a winning team right now with the Iowa Raptors.
Yes, indeed. Both teams sitting at 1-0 on the season in the Midwest Premier League so far. As we mentioned, Steel City won 1-0, Iowa FC won 2-0. So both teams with low-scoring affairs and good defense getting the shutout. So should see some good goalie play tonight. For Steel City, it'll be number 71, Danny Mack. He's from Frankfort, Illinois, played at Lincoln North High School. Apparently, he's an indoor goalkeeping legend for Steel City.
Apparently so. Obviously, I heard a lot of good things about him from Jake Lysick and Nigel Dillard in my meeting with them. And obviously, I think that if he can translate his skills indoor into outdoor goalkeeping skills and avoid the temptation of the pressure of the wind going out here, because it is a bit windy out here tonight. He could have himself a great night against the Raptors.
Yes, indeed. The wind blowing out to the right side of the field. If you're playing baseball, it'd be towards the right field, right center area. Canadian U.S. flags out there waving free. We got the scoreboard with the Steel City logo. We're almost underway here at Dooley Health and Care Field. Thank you for joining us today on YouTube and Twitch. Again, produced by 1080 Productions. Giving you the live stream action with our camera guy down at third base, Aiden. Shout out to him today. Doing really well and battling the conditions. A little bit chilly tonight. Shouldn't impact the players too much, but as you mentioned, the wind could be a factor.
Wind can be a big factor in this game, obviously. I mean, the players, I don't think they'll mind the temperature. Obviously, they seem like they're doing pretty good with mid 60-degree weather right now. It's still in that spring phase right now with Illinois. You don't know what you're going to expect, but we're hoping that next week it'll be a lot more nicer than it is today. Obviously, last week was really nice. Been here for the Slammers game and here for Steel City FC. We'll see. I don't think the cold weather should really I don't think it should have too big a negative impact on these players here.
Yes, I was mistaken on the goalkeeper. It's actually going to be Jalen Deppenbrock, number 0 from LaSalle, Illinois. Played at Aurora University, was an NACC Scholar Athlete, NACC Defensive Player of the Week. Was the starting goalkeeper for Steel City last year. Is a freshman at Aurora. As we get underway here at Dooley Health and Care Field, Iowa, with the ball early. They'll send it ahead. It'll be controlled by Steel City. Steel City plays it back, then plays it forward. Team's fighting for it now. Steel City will regain control and look to push the pace of play. We mentioned Nigel Dillard, the Minister of Defense, sitting back there at that center defensive spot. He'll be leading the charge, getting people situated in their formation.
And Nigel will probably be lurking around in that defense, making a move. Here the Raptors. Looks like the Steel City were trying to push it down there. Raptors able to take it. Now here come the Raptors moving back inside Steel City territory right now. And dumps it off. Safer pass there. And looks like they're going to be playing around with it here a little bit, taking it back in their own territory. it'll be a theme of the night here for a lot of it. I think some good defensive play here for a lot of this night.
Yes, indeed. Both teams with shutouts in their first game as Iowa resets their and switches field. You got to think for both sides they want to push the pace as Iowa tries to send a long ball in and nothing working there as Deppenbrock will come out and corral that one. He'll just roll it off. But as you mentioned, the defense very good for both sides, and you got to think they want to push the tempo here today. Nice, a lot of short passes, maybe a couple long balls in there, but so far looking like the long ball is not working for either side as Iowa with some good defense to keep Steel Cities. Now we get a turnover, and we get a run down the left side of the goal.
They're going to run, shot blocked away and out of bounds off the Raptors defender's leg there. Number 18 had himself a shot there. That number 18 player was, sorry, getting that's there.
Number 18 is Jason Iniguez.
It looks like it'll be a corner kick right there as that one went out of bounds off the leg of the Raptor defender here. So Jalen going to corner kick this one back into play here for the Steel City FC. Here's the kick. That one off the leg of the defender and out towards midfield. Here come the Raptors. They're running with it. Passes the ball off. Number 88 with it. Passes it back. Here, Wysick trying to get in the middle and knock that play up. Can't. Now it knocks it away. Pushes it back. And Raptors ended up kicking it back to their own goalie. Here's the goalie just punting it back over to the side. Here come the Raptors players. Matthew Ribbons there in defense. Kicks it over to the side, and a couple of Raptors over there to corral it. As you said, the short game is probably the way to go in this one here. The long ball game is might have to be waiting for a while later on in the game when both defenses get a measure for each other, I would say.
Yeah, both teams want to push the pace of the long ball, but it's going to be more of the short game tonight, especially with the wind. It's going to hold the ball up in the air and not allow those to get through very easily. And as you mentioned, both sides with brilliant defense as we get a run here from the Iowa Raptors. But both teams a solid defense. And a nice play there by the Steel City defender.
Yeah, nice play there, number 26 for Steel City FC. I believe that was Kyle Seymour. Up, here come the Raptors trying to push it in. Here's a shot, never got it through. Matthew Ribbons punts that ball up in the air, still in play. Here it goes, bouncing back, but Steel City able to corral it. That would be number two for Steel City.
That's Sal Garcia.
Sal Garcia able to corral it, tries kicking it back, but the Raptors regain possession. Here they kick it. Number 88 able to stop it there, and number 20 for Steel City FC kicks it out and up, and ball will go out of bounds there. Kicked out of bounds by the Raptors there, as it looks like
it'll be a goal kick for Deppenbrock there.
Deppenbrock going to punt this one out from his goal back into midfield for play. Good scoring opportunity there for the Raptors, probably the closest one here, as Deppenbrock will dump it down to number 20 for Steel City, who punts it all the way back. What a laser kick there inside Raptors territory, and that will go out of bounds there again.
Yeah, a nice kick there from Steel City. Put it into the Iowa Raptors territory, and you know they got to push it ahead if they want to maintain this game and keep it close. Iowa putting pressure on them early, getting a couple shots. Never went through and was off target the second shot, but to get it into the offensive zone and get a couple looks at on net, you got to think Iowa's pretty happy with their success so far, but Steel City needs to lock down their defense a little bit better.
Steel City definitely does. There's that lurking defender you're mentioning, Nigel Dillard, there with that play starting off, and passes it over to number 18. That would be Jason Iniguez. Iniguez met with the Raptors' opponents. Now here's one taken by the Raptors. They're moving inside. Here's a scoring shot, knocked down by Kyle Seymour, and that looks like that may draw a penalty right there. As Seymour's been physical so far. That's the second player already in the past few minutes that he's knocked over.
Yeah, Seymour being really physical, but draws the penalty there. It's going to set up a free kick for the Raptors, and you got to think for Seymour, he wants to play physical, but we can't commit mistakes like that because it could cost Steel City later on in this game.
It definitely very well could. You know, red cards, you don't necessarily want to be the person that always wants to be knocking people and shoving them out of the way, because that's only going to increase your chances of getting a red card. Here's the free kick, up, run in front, and now here it is. And in the net, the Raptors on a headbutt take the early lead as the Raptors, off a free kick, are able to score early, going up 1-0 on Steel City FC as Deppenbrough was unable to make the stop in time.
Yeah, and a beautiful set piece there by the Raptors, a nice little fake out, and then they put the ball in, and just bad defense by Steel City. You got to stay with your man in that situation and make sure they can't get ahead on the ball, and that was an unmarked player for the Raptors, and he puts it in the back of the net for a beautiful header goal, and they're up 1-0 early in this game.
Up 1-0 early in this game. Now how will Steel City respond? Here is Nigel Dillard with the ball. Dumps it down over to number 20, Connor Erickson. Connor Erickson with the ball now passes it back over to Deppenbrough. Deppenbrough will pass it back over to Dillard. Nigel Dillard with the ball now. Takes it over to number 2, Sal Garcia. And Garcia tries getting it to Connor Erickson. It looks like Erickson, not Connor Erickson actually. Number 9, Nolan McGrath, met with some resistance there. Ooh, big hit there. That was Sal Garcia getting knocked down by a Raptors defender there, fighting for the ball, and Raptors player hit him right in the head with the side and knocked Sal Garcia down. No penalty on that play. Here's a chance for Steel City. Here's a shot that is blocked away by the goalie for the Raptors. That will go out of bounds, and looks like may draw a corner kick here, or a Steel City FC ball after it bounced off the Raptors goalie.
Yeah, it looked like it actually might have hit off the post there. A nice shot by the Steel City FC player, but it's going to be a goal kick for the Raptors as they get possession once again. But a very good look on net for Steel City. Unable to connect just off the post, but they came close.
They did come close. That was their best scoring opportunity. Here's Garcia down the side, running with it, trying to outrun the defender. Tries to get a shot off. Ball rolled right in front of the net, just inches away from the goalpost. Looked like it had a bit of an opening. It was just a few inches over, but it rolls out of bounds yet again as the Raptors goalie will take it and will kick it back to midfield for play to resume here again. Steel City down 1-0 early after the penalty kick. Here's the Raptors now with the ball.
Yeah, and a nice play by Steel City on that opportunity. Had a good look on net. It was kind of a one-timer. It was kind of ball was kind of trickling around, and Steel City took a shot at it, and it went just wide right. Something we've seen already so far. Players missing a little bit wide, just off, but a couple of good looks for Steel City, and they seem to be getting in a little bit of a groove here.
Yeah, here's a ball that goes out of bounds. Raptors player will throw it in. Only time you're able to touch the ball with your hands is tossing it right in from out of bounds, but obviously this is not handball, this is soccer here. Here come the Raptors with a scoring opportunity. Looks like a 3-on-4. Kicks it over to the side. Here's a shot trying to center it up, but that is met by Sal Garcia, who knocks it over to a Raptors defender. Here's one met by Connor Erickson, and Kyle Seymour will try and take that again here, but Seymour trying to avoid out of bounds, able to just get it before it goes over the line, and gets the ball again after it was knocked in by a Raptors player. Here goes Steel City FC. Seymour passes it to number 18. That would be number 18 for Steel City is Jason Iguez, and looks like
we're going to get an offside call here. A good run attempt by Steel City, a great pass, but just a tad early was the striker, and I believe that's Nolan McGrath. Just a tad early on that run, unable to get through the Raptors defense, and draws the offside penalty. So the Raptors will get away with one and get possession back.
Yeah, the Raptors are taking full advantage right now of these mistakes by Steel City FC. Steel City's trying, but they're not making themselves much better with these penalties here early on. Here's the Raptors. Here they come slicing and dicing through the defense. Here's one. Here's a scoring opportunity and pushed away by Nigel Dillard. You're talking about Dillard there. He came in the nick of time because the Raptors had a incredible scoring opportunity there. Dillard came in, shoved that player out of the way, gets the ball out of bounds. Will be taken back in Raptors territory.
Yeah, a beautiful play by Dillard there. A nice run from the Raptors on that left side of the net there. on Deppenbrock's left side. Thought they might have had an opportunity. The striker, or the winger, try to pull it back and shoot it with the right foot. And Dillard just was having none of that, pushed him out of the way without drawing a penalty. A very good play by the Minister of Defense.
Very good play by the Minister of Defense indeed, a player coach here. Been a lot of the defense so far for Steel City FC. This ball will roll out of bounds yet again. The Raptors will once again take it. A lot of the balls have gone out of bounds have been on Steel City FC, as right away there it goes. It looks like this one will be on the Raptors, though, as Steel City will toss this one back in. Looks like that'll be Kyle Seymour with the ball there. Seymour tosses it up in the air, met by Raptors defenders, and bouncing back over into FC territory on the sideline and pushed out of bounds yet again. It looks like that was Connor Erickson trying to race there in time to get it, but unable to do so. But looks like it went off a Raptors player first. Raptors player headbutted it directly and out of bounds. We've been seeing a lot of that here tonight. With balls going out of bounds, and a lot of it's been on Steel City.
Yeah, both teams playing very physical as well so far. We've seen some very heavily contested balls, fighting for it, both players, both teams, trying to get possession, which is going to be really important in this game so far. As we've seen, neither team really had complete control of the ball so far. It's been kind of, bouncing around between teams as we see that right now. But Steel City trying to get something going, trying to be physical, and that's what their defense is all about. As you saw, Nigel Dillard and Kyle Seymour already showing that physicality, and that's how they keep the shutout, although they are down 1-0.
They are down 1-0, but here's a scoring opportunity that is met by Deppenbrock, and the Raptors player jumped right over him. Deppenbrock, the ball is rolling right towards him. Raptors player was coming. Deppenbrock able to meet it. Now Steel City will take it, trying to match the score in this game. Here's Iniguez with the ball. Passes it over to Nolan Matthew Ribbons. Ribbons' shot is blocked and just off the side of the net there. What a shot by Ribbons, but that could have had a shot right there and had not been blocked away by Raptors defender.
Yeah, a beautiful play there, a good feed from Steel City into the middle. They were on that left side of the pitch, and then they brought it into the center, and no one was marking the Ribbons there, and he just had a free look on net. It kind of trickled away. It hit a player and went off to the right side as we get a corner kick, and this corner kick is presented to you by Pursuit Wealth Group, and it'll be put in play by Steel City. But as I mentioned, a free run there by Ribbons, and almost trickled in, just missed the right side of the goal.
Almost trickled in. Here's Iniguez, it looks like, with the ball, going to kick it down to Kyle Seymour. Seymour body shoots it over, but goes out of bounds and out of play yet again there. It looked like it could have been another potential scoring opportunity for Steel City FC. It looks like Jason Iniguez, or no, I'm sorry, that was number 10 actually, number 10 for Steel City FC. Sorry, I tried to get that name there. Kind of hard to see with all the numbers far away from a distance here in the press box, so we do apologize for that, but try getting it over. Here's Seymour chucking it in bounds, and the Raptors will immediately corral that, kicking it over to midfield, but Dillard knocks it back into their territory. And a little bit of a hit there at midfield. Looks like that was Jason Iniguez. Knocked over a Raptors player there. Ref called that one, so play will resume with the Raptors getting the ball there. And there's, Nigel just missed that one, and it looks like they called a tripping play on that Raptors defender there, number 88, who Dillard was trying to get the ball from going to.
Yeah, Nigel Dillard draws the penalty there, and again, showing that physicality, going to the ground, sacrificing his body for his team right now, and as we mentioned, the player coach. So he shows a lot of maturity on the field and a lot of composure, not allowing anybody of the players for the Raptors to get to him right now, and they're playing a good game so far.
Yeah, they right now. Well, that's how that's how it was with Nigel when I met him earlier this year. He's got that calm, cool, collected, composed attitude right there that he kind of got a lot of good feelings from him when you managed to see him for the first time, as he's kept his team within it for a lot of this game here so far.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Steel City down 1-0, but trying to come back here. That was their first goal given up of the season in the Midwest Premier League. Only played one other game, but did have a shutout in that game. So an early goal, uncharacteristic of the Steel City team. Very good on defense, trying to make up for it in their offensive end.
Trying to make up for it indeed in their offensive end. Here's Erickson trying to defend, trying to get the ball back to midfield. Dillard will take it now, passes it over to Seymour. Seymour surmising his options now, just punts it over down to Raptors territory, looking for McGrath, but the goalie for the Raptors will take it. Now passes it over to the Raptors here. Here they are on the left side of the field, met by immediate resistance. Here's a, looked like it was going to be set up for a nice pass, but didn't quite make it, and Deppenbraw will take it and pass it over to Dillard now. Dillard will hand it over to number 39. Now passes it to Connor Erickson. Erickson to Seymour. And here come the Raptors again. Boy, nice defense again tonight by the Raptors, especially on offense. They've been trying to get after the after Steel City all game long. And there's McGrath. Oh, McGrath gets pushed over, and they're going to call that one. McGrath was getting into it, the one player right there, and push came to shove a little bit right there as the striker has fallen down to the ground.
Yeah, Noah McGrath playing very physical, drawing the penalty, and now Steel City has an opportunity in the Raptors in defensive zone, trying to get something on net here. Probably going to play a nice set piece in here and try to get something on net. It's going to be Jake Lysick to probably take the kick. He's set up. It looks like it's Ribbons and Lysick set up, one behind another, and we'll see what Steel City does here.
Yeah, here's Lysick. He will kick it over, and that just bounces in front of the net. Lysick had a shot right there, bounced off the head of a player, and just missed about a few inches behind the net. As goalie for the Raptors will take it now, and will pass it back off into play, kicks it over to the Raptors, who get things going underway once again. Here's the pass. Nolan McGrath looking around there. He's like monkey in the middle between two Raptors players. They're hoping to get the ball. And here's a, ooh, there was Jason Ningwas right there, got hit hard, and Ningwas is down on the ground. Looks like he's holding that ankle a bit there, but able to get up. Ball went out of bounds, so the Raptors will claim it once again. Here's a throw that bounces off the head of Sal Garcia. Now the Raptors, and kicked out of bounds by a Steel City FC player. So the Raptors will take over once again. I count that's maybe about the 7th or 8th time in this game a ball has gone out of bounds on Steel City FC. Been a lot of that so far here. Here's Garcia under pressure, and now trying to get it out, and he does, but kicks it to a Raptors player. Now the Raptors with the ball, trying to extend their lead. He trips over himself. Ribbons there to try and get, and they're going to stop play on there. Raptors player had trouble corralling the ball. Ribbons tried taking advantage of that, but he was blocked off, as here's number 39 for Steel City FC, passes it back.
Yeah, a nice defensive effort by Steel City FC. Raptors were applying a lot of pressure on that possession, and Sal Garcia with a beautiful play to get it away from all the trouble, and Steel City comes away with that penalty to gain possession again and kind of can calm down, reset, and get their offense set up.
Yeah, definitely now trying to get things going again. Here's one inside FC territory. Raptors on the move. There's a block by Erickson. Seymour takes it now under some pressure, trying to get the ball out of bounds. It's a Raptors player, just avoids the foul line. Here's a pass knocked away by Dillard. Dillard will hand it over to Garcia, who is running now. Garcia jukes out a player, now passes it back over to number 10 for Steel City FC. That'll be Sean Gavin, I believe. Gavin with the ball, now hands it off to Erickson. Erickson passes it back to Deffenbrock, and Deffenbrock surmising his options here. Kicks it back over to Erickson, and Erickson now trying to get it over to Seymour. He does. Now the pass intercepted by a Raptors player there. Up, and looked like that was FC player. That was Matt Ribbons actually accidentally tripped over Raptors player right there.
Yeah,
and that'll draw a whistle right there.
Raptors FC drawing a penalty there and trying to get something going. Neither side really able to after that first goal. Everybody kind of just fighting for the ball. Nothing really inside either territory in a little bit as Steel City kind of makes a move here.
Yeah, here's Sal Garcia slicing and dicing through the defense. Here's a pass that wasn't able to be set up. Now taken by the Raptors goaltender there. Matt Ribbons trying to intercept the Raptors goaltender, unable to do so. Now the Raptors will take it. Now running away from the FC defense. Ribbons trying to pressure a player, just able to get it off. Ribbons was closing in, trying to take that ball away, but Raptors able to take it away from them. Now here's one over on the sideline, and that'll draw another whistle there. Looked like it may have been offsides. As Steel City will take over. There's Dillard.
Looks like we're going to get a handball there, I believe, on Raptors. So it'll be a Steel City possession in the offensive half of of Steel City, and they need to really get something going here on offense. Haven't really done much so far.
They've come close a couple times here. As here's Ribbons getting ready for the kick. Here's one bouncing the air and out of bounds. A bunch of bodies over there. A lot of Raptors players over there. So Raptors, they've been able to get to the ball very nicely and keep Steel City FC from getting close to the goal a lot. There's been a couple opportunities, but it looks like that'll be a corner kick as it went off Raptors defenders. So Jake Lysick now will kick it from the corner. This is, I believe, the second corner kick in the game for Steel City. They had one earlier before the goal, and now trying to tie this game up. Lysick will kick it over to the side. Here's one knocked away, and got another whistle right there. A lot of bodies over there. Couldn't quite tell what it was from this position again, but it looks like the Raptors now will have the ball, as they say it bounced off the defender of a Steel City FC player.
Yeah, Steel City FC trying to remain undefeated here at Dooley Health and Care Field. Last season at DuPage Medical Group Field, which was renamed Dooley Health and Care Field this season, they were undefeated, did not lose a game, so down 1-0 early in this one, and unfamiliar territory for them here at home.
Well, it definitely is very unfamiliar territory for them. It's been a short history for them so far, but they haven't been known for being able to come from behind and pull off a comeback. So they'd be really able to change the narrative of that in a lot of ways if they were able to do so here tonight. As Dillard kicks it away up to midfield. Now it'll be inside Raptors territory. Raptors able to corral, kick it back into Steel City territory. It could have been a shot right there, but Kyle Seymour in on defense to stop that play from getting going. Here's one off to the side. The Raptors trying to get it, and caught by Deffenbraw. Deffenbraw with a nice save right there, taken away by Sal Garcia. Garcia slicing and dicing his way through the defense, now gets tripped over, and that'll draw a penalty right there. Garcia's been fast. Small guy, but he has been very lightning fast for this FC offense.
Yeah, Garcia plays from the back, but comes up really quick with the ball. Really good touch, really good speed, and he can burn the Raptors defense if they let him. So watch out for Garcia today to start the offense, and maybe get an assist or two today if he doesn't get a goal.
Yeah, you look for him to be an assist maker at any point in time in this game should the Steel City FC team get a goal. Here's one out of bounds. Raptors player was trying to corral it, but rolls out of bounds, so Nigel Dillard will take it now. Passes it back over to Erickson. Erickson over to Seymour now. Raptors playing a bit of a softer zone defense here, it looks like. Trying to let Steel up. Seymour wafts on the kick, now passes over to Deffenbraw. Deffenbraw will pass it to Dillard. Dillard fakes out the kick, now passes back to Deffenbraw. Deffenbraw with Raptors players coming at him, just kicks it out of there. Here's Erickson right now for Deffenbraw, will take it himself. What will he do? Yeah,
a little bit of a dangerous play there by Deffenbraw, unable to, kind of clear anything out. He tried to play the short game, but that one he probably should have just cleared and reset as the Raptors players were closing in.
Here come the Raptors once again. They're closing in yet again. Here's a shot that is corralled by Deffenbraw. Deffenbraw will throw it now to Ningwes, and Ningwes under pressure. The Raptors able to get it before Ningwes knocks it away, but Raptors regain control. There's Gavin who gets it, now passes it over to Ribbons. Ribbons passes it down to the side, trying to get to Iniguez, and that will go out of bounds, so the Raptors will get there. It looked like Iniguez had a bunch of green grass in front of him. If he was just a few inches ahead, he probably could have gotten that ball and ran free with it towards the goal, but pass a little bit far from Matt Ribbons over to Jason Iniguez on that last one.
Yeah, a turnover there by Iniguez, but a great turnaround by the Raptors to, get a turnover after they came up short in that scoring possession. A beautiful shot, though, by a Raptors player. A nice save by Deppenbrock, but it was a well-timed strike, just a little bit of a bad spot right at Deppenbrock, and, the Raptors unable to take advantage of that scoring attempt as they gain possession now.
Here they come inside territory. Seymour trying to defend. The Raptors player keeps it from going. Keeps Seymour from getting it. Now Seymour gets it. Nice defense there from FC, who kicks it out. Still inside their own territory. Here's Gavin trying to get the ball. Kicks it over to the side to Iniguez. Iniguez with the ball now. Pass it over Garcia. Garcia running. What can he do with it? Passes it over. Raptors corral it. And here come the Raptors once again. This has been back and forth a lot. FC's been able to get inside Raptors territory, but the Raptors defense once again has remained very strong here as we see them trying to keep the ball within bounds here against the FC defense. Now they'll take it back a little bit. FC trying to corral it. Kicks it back towards midfield. FC closing in. What will they do with it? Here's Iniguez trying to defend. Raptors able to get it back over towards midfield. There's Iniguez again looking to defend. Raptors able to get the ball going. Now that one kicked away by Erickson back in towards into Raptors territory, but the Raptors able to take care of it and corral it again. Here's one kicked out. Really nice defense again all around for these two teams, basically. We've seen some nice defense set aside from the one goal by FC early on in this game.
Yeah, both teams playing strong defense now after that first early goal by the Raptors. Steel City really settling in, finding their groove, and as you mentioned, Nigel Dillard leading the charge that way. Along with Garcia, who's played very well today, Seymour has also been dominant, been very physical, as well as Erickson, who's, playing very well so far. Just gave up the one goal. It's kind of haunting them right now, but they get a scoring chance here. And it was a nice pass and score by Steel City, but it's going to be offsides once again as they can't time their runs properly.
Cannot time their runs properly. Able to get it in the net, but can't do it. They did it with a penalty being called there. Nice play set up there. Oh, a really nice play set up. Looks like the Raptors will take over now. Pass it over along the sideline. Lysick able over there to meet them. Now playing a bit of keep away there. Ribbons with the steal. Could have been a shot there for the FC, Steel City FC, but the Raptors able to corral it. Nice play there by Matt Ribbons, co-captain, alongside Jake Lysick. Here's the Raptors on the sideline. Nice pass along the sideline there. Now here comes Iowa moving inside Steel City territory. Here's Garcia trying to defend. That goes out of bounds. And it looks like it was off. Garcia trying to argue his case, but they're going to rule it out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to rule it a corner kick. Not sure. It kind of looked like it went off number 10 for the Raptors. And I believe that is, give me a second here. I believe that is Jace Berger, who played 2 years of JUCO from Grandview University. And he's now getting the opportunity to kick it in for the Raptors, and they'll get a free kick, or excuse me, a corner kick once again.
That one looked like it bounced off the foot of a FC defender here. Again, we've seen the Raptors take great advantage of these scoring opportunities here, but that one hit off the head of an FC defender right there. Now the Raptors, there's Berger again, who will take the ball, looking to defend against FC, and kicks it out of bounds, it looks like. So it looks like Steel City will regain possession of the ball here after that punt out of bounds by the Raptors, who had 2 corner kicks and a great opportunity to score once again, but were unable to do so.
Yeah, 2 corner kicks, unable. Kind of a bad ball by number 10 of the Raptors, and it was kind of low, kind of towards the front post, and it wasn't very successful, not able to get a head on it. You kind of want to put it more towards the penalty marker, which is about midway through the in the box, and that's kind of where you want to put it to give your offensive players a chance, and unable to do so successfully. So they went 0 for 2 on that one and give away a scoring opportunity.
Giving away a scoring opportunity is FC with the ball. Here's Ribbons at midfield, passes it over to Iniguez. Iniguez with the ball now, passes it over to Garcia. Garcia left alone. There's one blocked. Shot looked like it had an opportunity there, but Raptors defenders came in and blocked the shot from going through. Nice defense yet again by Iowa as they regain possession of the ball. Here they go, moving down inside FC territory. There's Berger again. Shoots one, blocked away by Dillard. Kicks it away back towards midfield, but the Raptors looks like they will regain possession of it.
Yeah, Steel City looking just a little sluggish out on the field. The Raptors kind of beating them to every 50-50 ball.
Yeah, definitely beating them on 50-50 balls, but Raptors kick one again out of bounds as Defenbra will get the ball again. Going to try and kick it back towards Steel City FC, who is trying to tie this game up. Defenbra looks like he's going to go for the long ball this time. I think he's getting set up for the punt. Motioning everyone to come back. Like, come on, guys, let's get going here. Defenbra surmising his options. Steers. He's going to punt it away now towards midfield. And we'll dust up there between a couple of players. But Steel City gains possession for now, but that goes out of bounds, and it looks like it will be on FC as the Raptors take control of it once again. Yeah, a lot of balls going out of bounds for Steel City FC. That last one there looked like it went out on the Raptors, so the rest may be seeing something that the rest of us don't.
Yeah, and it looks like the coaches for Steel City not really happy. The coach of development, Mark Powell, kind of shaking his head after that play, not really happy with this team. Vincent Mkwanzu, a coach from Kankakee in South Africa, not really happy as well as, Steel City FC still trailing 1-0 here and not doing much, kind of playing to the Raptors' pace and not really playing their game.
Not really playing much of their game. They're kind of just following along with the Raptors team. So it's this one. Looks like McGrath. It looks like that one was kicked out by the Raptors defender there. McGrath had a lot of trouble trying to corral it there.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, Matt, but to me it kind of just looks like, the Raptors are just flying around and, really just outrunning, out-hustling the Steel City FC players, and it's really showing in terms of possession as, the Raptors have kind of maintained possession throughout this first half.
Well, they're going to have a shot here. It looks like Jake Lysick got tripped up by a couple of Raptors defenders here trying to get the ball. So Steel City FC looks like they'll get a shot at getting back in this game there. It looks like Lysick got tripped up there, and it looks like this may be a penalty kick.
Looks like we will get a penalty kick for Steel City. Not sure who's going to take it for them.
That looks like it's number 9, Nolan McGrath. I think that's McGrath, actually, their striker. This might be the scoring opportunity that they would need there. It's one-on-one, McGrath against the goalie. Let's see here.
Yeah, McGrath scored the first goal in Steel City FC history, trying to get another one here. This beautiful opportunity.
Here's one in the net, and it's a goal for the Steel City FC. Nolan McGrath taking perfect advantage of the penalty kick. And just like you talked about, they needed an opportunity to get back in this game. They did, as Nolan McGrath scores the second goal of the year for Steel City FC.
Yeah, beautiful placement by Nolan McGrath. That's what you got to do really on penalty kicks. Hard and low into one of the bottom corners. He picked the left side. The goalkeeper for the Raptors picked the right way, just not in time. McGrath had too much juice on that one and put it into the back of the net to tie the game up at 1.
Now here they come back inside FC territory. Garcia beats out the Raptors defender there and he will kick it back to midfield. Now it's probably gets. I was gonna say had the confidence, but ball went out of bounds on Steel City right there. But this gives Steel City a little bit of confidence, but we need to see what they can do now without the benefit of a penalty kick here.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they haven't really had much offense besides that penalty kick. And, they had a couple opportunities earlier in the game, and I think what they need to do is exactly what they just did there and play the long ball a little bit. The Raptors defenders seem to be a little slow getting to the long ball and judging the way the ball is moving. Maybe a little bit have to do with the wind, but Steel City having some success right now with the runs in the middle of the field.
Yeah, definitely there. Almost a shot there for Lysick. Lysick was looking for a flag there after getting tripped up by the Raptors defender, and that ball will ricochet out of bounds. Looks like it may be on the Raptors right there. So nice past couple of minutes here for Steel City FC. They've really come on strong with that benefit of the penalty kick. Dillard will toss it inside Raptors territory, met immediately by the Raptors, who get it back to the goalie. Goalie kicks it back out to midfield, and the Raptors will begin their charge yet again, trying to regain the lead in this game. Steel City looking to avoid their first loss of the year. Here's an opportunity. Here's one tripped up by Dillard, and that goes into the net on the rebound. So just like that, the Raptors had a shot that missed, but then Steel City looks like they're discussing it right there. Looks like they will call that one a goal right there as
yeah, looks like we got
controversy.
Looks like we got a yellow card there as well. Not sure who that one's on. Looks like they might have booked one of the Raptors players, maybe for an excessive celebration or something in the box, as Nigel Dillard and one of the Raptors players went down together, and a little bit of argument here between a couple players, between Kyle Seymour and one of the Raptors players exchanging some words. But yeah, we have a yellow card issue. We'll try to figure out who that is for you guys. Not sure who they booked on that one, but nonetheless, the Raptors took the 2-1 lead after that collision in the box, and then number 10 for the Raptors came in and finished it off and give them a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, the Raptors just like that get back in the lead there. You saw Sal Garcia. He's been arguing his case a lot with the refs here today. A lot of calls that have just not gone his way right there, and he was getting into it with the refs. That was a physical play there. Dillard came in to stop that shot from happening, but then the Raptors able to take advantage on the rebound right there, able to take the lead up 2-1 now, as just as Steel City FC ties the game up, the Raptors once again retake the lead on what was a great scoring drive for them, as it looks like Jake Lysick now will take the corner kick here as the ball went out of bounds behind the Raptors net. Lysick, here's his kick, and that one bounced just in front of the net, and looks like going to be another penalty called on there, or it looks like whistle blew and ball went out of bounds, as the Raptors will regain possession of it. Ball bounced off of the Steel City FC defender there.
Yeah, a good opportunity from FC there. Just missed the net, and now the Raptors gain possession again, looking to extend their lead.
Yeah, here's one all the way out towards the goal, but Deppenbrock able to take it away there. Passes it over to Erickson. Erickson to Seymour, back to Erickson. Erickson stumbled a little bit, now passes it back to Deppenbrock, and Deppenbrock will kick it over to Dillard. Dillard trying to draw the defense, now kicks it to Garcia. Garcia passes it inside Raptors territory, but the Raptors able to defend it there. Now being chased by Inguez, kicks it out towards FC territory. Here come the Raptors yet again, but gets tripped up right there. What a play by Sean Gavin right there, able to trip him up and stop that play from happening. Now here come the Raptors yet again. Dillard headbutts that one back out towards midfield, stopping the Raptors scoring opportunity. Now here's another shot outside of the net there. Looks like it brushed off of Deppenbrock, who went for the diving save there. And Deppenbrock will take it back.
Yeah, good attempt by the Raptors there on that one. A shot from a far distance away, and it was closer on net than I thought it was going to be. I didn't expect it to get all the way through, but it did, and you know, the Raptor or the Steel City fortunate that one didn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, fortunately so. I don't think Deppen Brock even touched that one. I think that just went a little bit off to the side, but fortunately that one was not a few inches closer. But what a shot there by the Raptors. And you said it again. Steel City hasn't been able to put much together outside of the one penalty kick from Nolan McGrath early on in this game.
Yeah, really the game should be 2-0 besides that penalty kick that kind of gave him a free opportunity. If not for that opportunity on the free goal, essentially, as Nolan McGrath had no trouble putting that in the back of the net, this game would be 2-0 and Steel City would be on their heels and backpedaling as, you know, the Raptors keep applying pressure, and we constantly see them getting into Deppen Brock's zone, getting into his personal space, and making him a little uncomfortable as, you know, he can't really stay still for a little while. He kind of has to always be moving, you know, keeping his head on a swivel for a Raptors counterattack.
Yeah, he's always been having to be on the lookout here because the Raptors, they've been able to slice through the FC defenses. Lysick will kick this one. It is pushed away by the Raptors defender there. Raptors will once again regain possession of it. Lysick had the corner kick there after being tripped up yet again by the Raptors defense. And now here's the Raptors again inside FC territory. And that one met by Sean Gavin. Gavin with the ball. Now passes it to Ribbons. Ribbons kicks it to midfield. McGrath there. Now looks like that one will be caught by Lysick. And rolls out of bounds there as looks like FC will regain possession of it there. Ball looked like it bounced off the feet of the Raptors player. Yes, it did, as Lysick is waiting, or Kyle Seymour actually is waiting to get it. Seymour will toss it back inbounds here in just a second.
Yeah, Seymour probably going to launch it all the way into the box here and try to give him a scoring opportunity.
Here's a scoring opportunity, though. That one kicked away by the Raptors defender. Like you said, chucked it all the way out there, but the Raptors able to once again get it away again. Now they'll take the ball, moving back towards midfield yet again.
It's pretty impressive with all these professional soccer players that, you know, in soccer, for all our fans who don't, or all our viewers who don't know, you have to have your back foot down. You have to have both feet down when you make that throw in. So to have the arm strength to be able to reach the box from the side of the field, which is pretty far, it's almost essentially from home plate to first base if you're looking at a baseball field, which we are tonight. And, you know, it's a good distance to throw and to keep your feet on the ground, and it's so tempting to lift off that back foot and pick it up off the ground, and that's illegal. So to have the arm strength to do that is very impressive, as Kyle Seymour just demonstrated.
Yeah, Kyle Seymour definitely just demonstrated that. Here's Ribbons with the ball, kicks it over towards the side for McGrath. McGrath with the ball, met by some Raptors defenders, kicks it towards the middle of the goal, but that is kicked out towards the spectator stands there. As,
all the kids chasing it over there.
All the kids chasing it, but ball was kicked back into play. Sorry, kids. Sean Gavin with the ball now hands it off to Ribbons. Ribbons kick, blocked by the Raptors goalie. Now pushed back towards midfield, but FC Steel City regains control. Here's Garcia with a shot at one, just blocked away. It looked like he had an opportunity, but a couple Raptors defenders there took it, and that ball will roll out of bounds once again there, as Kyle Seymour looks like will throw the ball in for Steel City FC. As FC's been trying to take advantage of a lot more of balls that have gone out of bounds against the Raptors now. Not something that we saw a lot of early on in this game.
Yeah, Steel City really getting some opportunities now. Is a great turn by Seymour, and he'll put it in, but nothing happening there. Is, you know, they're starting to get their offense going, and they're starting to make plays and put the Raptors goalie, which I believe is Luis Perez tonight, they're starting to give him a little pressure and making him feel a little bit uncomfortable as they start to get in their groove.
Yeah, they're definitely the past few minutes have been dominated more by the FC offense, especially inside Raptors territory here. They're trying to get after this ball here, but we'll see how they do. The Raptors defense has been looking pretty nice all year long. So there's one. McGrath tried running for it, but Perez able to get there in time. Here's the Raptors now taking it. Now kick back up into midfield. Raptors trying to regain possession of the ball here. They do indeed. Here's one kicked out inside FC territory. Raptors with the ball over by the corner of the inbounds area, blocked away by Erickson. Erickson takes it but kicks it to a Raptors defender. Here come the Raptors again, trying to get a scoring play going. Here's one kicked out towards midfield. Nice defense by Steel City FC as McGrath will try and take it. Now met by a couple Raptors defenders. Nice steal by Iniguez. Iniguez took that ball right away, but will lose it immediately to a couple of Raptors defenders there.
Yeah, a beautiful defensive effort by Steel City. Started with Erickson winning that ball in the corner. It was kind of a one-on-one situation, and he won that, and it turned into an interesting situation in the box where it kind of went straight up in the air, and both teams were fighting for it. You saw one of the Raptors players kind of boxing out the Steel City FC defense as they get an opportunity here. Nothing happening. Might have missed a handball there, did the referee.
Might have missed one there as well. They heard the crowd kind of gasping at it. Here's one kicked off to the side of the net. Nice opportunity there for the Raptors, but they will kick it off to the side as Deppenbrock will kick it out to Iniguez. Iniguez met by immediate resistance from Raptors defenders. Tripped up, and that'll draw a penalty right there.
Looks like we're going to reach halftime here at Dewey Health and Care Field. 2-1. The Raptors are leading Steel City FC. And Matt, what'd you see in this half?
Well, you saw a lot of the Raptors. They had a lot of possession of the ball in this half here especially. But towards the end of that half, it looked like Steel City was trying to get them more on their back feet. And they had a couple of opportunities there, but they just weren't really able to piece them all together here. So definitely see what happens in the second half.
Steel City taking advantage of a penalty to score a goal and remain within one goal, within striking distance. Meanwhile, the Raptors pushing hard on offense, scoring 2 goals in the first half and maintaining a 2-1 lead. Steel City FC trying to go into half, talk it over, see what they can change on the offensive end to get something going. Nothing really happening. Playing well defensively after giving up that first goal. A couple of beautiful goals by the Raptors FC, maybe getting away with a couple of penalties. But nonetheless, it is 2-1 here on this Saturday evening here at Dewey Health and Care Field. We'll take a short break and catch you for the second half.
Chicago. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Oh, come on, baby, don't you wanna go back to that same old way, sweet home, what's a man to do? Gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, gotta get up, I gotta. What's a man to do? Gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, na 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 na. Gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, gotta get up, I gotta get up, ooh, na 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 na.
Shoulders, knees, toes, look alive, it's time to go. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, look alive, it's time to go. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, look alive, it's time to go. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, look alive, it's time to go.
Welcome back inside Dewey Health and Care Field as we get ready for second half of play between Steel City FC and the Iowa Raptors FC. Iowa leading 2-1 so far in this game, and it's been all Raptors soccer so far as they've really controlled much of this game. Started off early with a Raptors goal on a beautiful header from one of their players as well, and then they scored this. It was responded nicely by Steel City with a penalty kick scored by Noel McGrath, who also scored the first goal in Steel City FC history. But then it was then taken the lead again by the Raptors as they scored another goal on a weird play with a collision by Nigel Dillard and a Raptors FC player that led to the ball to trickle through the box, and another Raptors FC player cleaned it up and put it into the back of the net to make it 2-1 as we headed into halftime. I'm Thomas English, joined alongside Matt Lauterbach, and you know, a beautiful night so far. The lights are on. Steel City trailing, though, for these fans as we have a nice crowd out here today cheering on the home team. Steel City FC trying to get it done. Nothing much working on the offensive end for them today. Just the penalty kick keeping them afloat right now. Had a few opportunities in the first half, Matt, but nothing really cooking. What can they do to change that here in the second half?
Well, they gotta get things going more on the offense, which I thought they were able to do a lot more of, especially around the end of the half. They were able to get them more on their back feet a little bit before halftime ended. Now they just need to finish it off here. And their defense has played solid for the most part, besides giving up a couple of those goals. One of which was it would have been a nice defensive play, but the ball just got away, and the Raptors were able to take quick advantage of it. And they need to be a bit more better on the defensive side, but offense especially, they need to get things going a little bit more here. And the second half, they're able to do a little bit more of that at the end of the first, but second half here, trying to get a little bit more going.
Steel City FC defense played solid after giving up that first goal, and then that second goal just trickled a miscommunication from the defense, not allowing the Steel City FC players to mark every single guy from the Raptors, and that one trickled in as we see number 10 down there talking to his midfielder, number 7, who's been feeding him really well. But for the Raptors, what can they do to extend their lead and keep Steel City from getting out of the attacking zone?
Well, they need to be doing what they have been doing, and that's what they've been doing all year, which is great defense. Obviously, they've only given up one goal all year, that being on the penalty kick from Nolan McGrath. Other than that, they have shown to be outstanding in defense, especially in the first half so far. They got pushed on their back a little bit there, giving up some plays from FC that could have resulted in a tie game going into halftime. But for right now, their defense has looked really, really good, and we'll see what happens with that going on here as FC trying to get together for a little team meeting there. And we saw their strength coach Mark Powell on the sidelines there, get in their faces a little bit at the at halftime.
Yeah, Powell very livid, very emotional throughout the game, as are many of the FC players. And we mentioned the physicality from both sides. The Raptors FC proving to be very physical, matching the physicality of the Steel City FC defense, and that's kind of what Steel City has prided themselves on so far in this game. Nigel Dillard, Kyle Seymour being the main enforcers of that, and what changes for both sides need to be made in general to propel their team with the physicality and get past the physicality in this game.
Well, they need to be more physical as well. Obviously, we've seen Kyle Seymour draw a couple of penalties early on with being a little bit too overly aggressive. But other than that, they need to get a bit more physical around the ball with the Raptors, especially when they're their defense. We saw Nigel Dillard do a good job of that, but you can't have Nigel Dillard do that all by himself. You got to have other playmakers on the defensive side of the ball do that as well besides Dillard, and you need to see them be just as efficiently physical on their offensive side of the ball as well when going up against the Raptors defense, because this Raptors defense has shown to match and even counter greatly the FC offense in terms of physicality on their defense.
Physicality, a big focal point for both sides in this game. The referees kind of letting them play today. Not really many foul calls, just a few where they were necessary, and not many that were, unforced or, uncalled for from the referees. They've been calling a great game so far. Keep letting the players play, letting them be physical, and it's been entertaining for the fans here at Dewey Health and Care Field on this beautiful Saturday evening. The rain has held off after having some thunderstorms earlier today. The lights are on here in the stadium. We got an interesting setup for you guys here. As you can see, the baseball stadium, or the baseball field, has been transformed into a soccer field. We apologize for any inconveniences with our camera. We're having technical difficulties on that end. It keeps cutting out. A little unplugging and plugging it back in here, Matt, but we'll get as much coverage as we can for you as we get underway here in the second half.
Yeah, here's FC trying to had a bit of an opportunity there. That ball will roll out of bounds on the Raptors there. Kyle Seymour will take control of the ball now and will probably toss it into the box, which he does for an opportunity here. Went right through the defenders, but the Raptors able to take it, kick it back towards midfield. But FC will corral it once again. Here's Iniguez kicking it over now back to Seymour. Seymour laying it up there. Here's a ball that rolls, but corralled by Perez, the Raptors goaltender there, doing pretty nice work in front of the net for the Raptors here in this game. The Raptors defense, though, has been very physical in blocking shots and not allowing FC to get much of an opportunity, as here they regain possession of the ball. Now there's the Raptors. Look at them running up towards midfield, outrunning the FC defense and taking it inside Steel City FC territory. Here's Raptors again. There's another ball that's kicked up, and looks like that one will go out of bounds. Nice play that could have been set up there. Still in bounds, actually. Still in bounds. Can't see the white line from all the way back up here in the press box, so apologies for that. Here's one kicked out towards the Raptors territory. That one will roll out of bounds there. So FC trying to make a strong push here inside Raptors territory to start up this second half.
Yeah, trying to do so, and trying to be effective here in the second half is Steel City FC.
Yeah, definitely so. Here's a ball that rolls out of bounds there. Kyle Seymour again will take it. He will toss it into play again. McGrath kicks it back, taken up by, looks like Jason Iniguez actually. Iniguez with the ball kicks it back over to Sean Gavin. Gavin has it, now kicks it over to Ribbons. Ribbons kicks it over into a crowd of people. Now the Raptors will regain control of it there. The Raptors, they have their bodies have just been physically imposing and towering over the FC offense here, Steel City FC offense so far. They've been able to take away and intercept a lot of the passes here as they do so here yet again. Here's one kicked out towards center field, and the Steel City FC will take it for now. There's Gavin will pass it back, because it looks like pass it over to Ribbons. Seymour will kick it now. Here's a shot for FC. That one just off the leg of the player there. Lysick tried to get it but couldn't quite. Now he gets the ball back. Here's a shot inside the square but kicked away by the Raptors. Nice defensive play there. Lysick had it, but the Raptors player came in and took it, but it looks like it will be a corner kick here as Jake Lysick will take it over the corner there.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, this corner kick is brought to you by Pursuit Wealth Group, as they sponsor every single corner kick for Steel City in this game, and Steel City trying to take advantage of this opportunity right now.
Here's Lysick with one that goes in the net. Looked like it went in the net. Did it count?
Looks like it might have went over from our view. It did look like it went in the net.
It looked like it did go in the net. You know, that one curved right in. That would have been a heck of a goal from Jacob Lysick right there. But from our view, looked like it went in, but went over the net. So apologies. Didn't mean to get everyone's hopes up a little bit there. But the Raptors will take the ball. Now kicks it short. And now kicks it back over towards midfield. Here they come yet again. The Raptors looking to add to their lead. Now they kick it back towards midfield. Here comes FC with a steal. That looks like it was an Inglis. Kicks it over to McGrath. McGrath met by defense, and he is tripped up, and that will be called on the Raptors as Nolan McGrath tried to get the ball but was tripped up by opposing defense there from the Iowa Raptors. It looks like this may set up a penalty kick here.
Not going to be a penalty kick, but going to be a very close free kick for Steel City. Hey, love to see the sportsmanship from the Raptors picking up McGrath there and, you know, making sure everything's all right. But a big opportunity here for Steel City. Be interested to see if they go for goal here or if they try to, you know, set up a little passing play, a lob pass type of thing over the wall of the Raptors, which is going to form as the goalie sets it up. Looks like it's going to be about 5 guys in that wall, 4 other defenders marking the Raptors player.
Here's one, and that is kicked, met by Perez. Kicked it right over the wall, but another wall was waiting in net. That was Perez who stopped that one from going in. Now he kicks it back out to midfield there. FC trying to regain possession of it. Here's a kick back from Steel City that goes out of bounds inside Raptors territory, it would seem, rolling along the sideline and eventually rolls out of bounds behind the Raptors net. The ball trickled all the way down the white line for as long as it could, then finally went out of bounds back behind the net. So the Raptors will once again take over here. Here come the Raptors yet again, out to midfield, but FC able to meet them, and that one will go out of bounds. Looks like it will be on the Raptors yet again. Every ball that's gone out of bounds so far has been on the Raptors. That's been great for Steel City. Here's one out to the box, met by Raptors resistance, and they will take it back out to midfield. Yeah. Nice passing options there set up. Here they come inside FC territory, racing inside, met by Deppenbrock. As Deppenbrock hasn't had really much to do so far in this half. It's been nice and relaxing for him in the goalie's box so far, as the FC offense has been so far dominant in this second half. They've just been unable to piece it all together.
Yeah, the Raptors not really getting anything going. Steel City kind of locking in, allowing Deppenbrock to get a little bit of a rest after that busy first half that he had. And, you know, as we mentioned, that was that turnover by Edward Carrillo right there, and the NACC All-Conference player at Aurora University, led to a Raptors opportunity, and a great save by Deppenbrock. A pretty routine save from him, but nonetheless, the Raptors are starting to put it together, but Steel City defense playing strong.
Steel City FC defense playing strong. Now they just need the offense to get going here a little bit. Those Raptors defenses, they've been tough all year long. They've been good in the first game, been good in the second game. Here's a kick off the body of a Raptors defender. And actually it looks like it hit the Steel City FC player before rolling out of bounds, so the Raptors will take over here. And I'll play it out into midfield there. The Raptors will gain possession of it, trying to evade the Steel City FC defense. Yeah, the defense right now able to keep them at bay. Now the Raptors regrouping up at midfield. Here's kicking back and forth a little bit. Now down over to the sideline. Now that's met by Ribbons. Nice play by Ribbons to intercept the ball. But the Raptors in hot pursuit of it. Now they kick it back out towards Steel City FC territory. Deppenbrock will meet it there before the Raptors can get their feet on it. Now he rolls it back out to, looks like that is Erickson. Erickson kicks it to Ribbons. Ribbons just kicks it before it goes out of bounds. And here's Iniguez with the ball inside Raptors territory. Now he passes it over, looks like to Garcia. Garcia over to Lysick. Lysick jukes a defender and kicks it high over the net and into the stands. Out of bounds there, looks like on Jake Lysick.
Yeah, Jake Lysick, you mentioned the lone goal scorer in their first game in a few days ago. I believe it was last week, actually.
Yep.
And they took a victory after he scored that goal. He's, Steel City FC's co-captain this year, assist leader last year, was the NACC Player of the Year, a D3 All-American and All-Region, had 2 goals and 10 assists last year at Aurora University, and that was like his first, I believe his first shot of the game, as we get a red card here.
We got a red card here on a Raptors player, as that was Connor Erickson who went to the ground, and a Raptors player has been tossed out of the game. So could be good for Steel City FC here, as there was a lot of commotion going on there. A player went to the ground, a lot of physicality. We said it, the Raptors, they've been a physical bunch, but it looks like they've been a little bit too physical here around Steel City FC, especially with a red card being tossing a player out right there.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's Benny Mubake for Iowa FC, and a red card puts him out of the game and puts Iowa down a man for the rest of the game, and it'll be 11-on-10 here. So, a substitution here for the Raptors, but that puts Steel City at a big advantage, especially with the offense being lackadaisical so far. They can kind of push a man a little bit more upfield and still have enough defensive players to, defend any counterattack from the Raptors.
Yeah, this definitely gives them maybe a boost that they were looking for here. Obviously, the Raptors have been physical all night long, but FC has been dominant so far in this half with getting the ball inside Raptors territory. Now here's Steel City playing it up towards midfield. Here's a kick. That's met by Raptors resistance. Now the Raptors will take it, goes down to the ground there, and that'll draw a whistle there as Iniguez tripped up the Raptors player there with the ball. So here come the Raptors again. They will set the ball down. And looks like we'll get this game back going again. Kicks it back over to Perez. Perez met by McGrath. Was not seeing that coming. And now the FC defense getting going. Here's a scoring opportunity at midfield, but the Raptors kick that out of the box and out of bounds. So Steel City getting the ball inside Raptors territory here. Here's one, and the Raptors meet that. Now Erickson kicks it back over towards Deppenbrock. Deppenbrock kicks it out to Dillard. Dillard at midfield. Kicks it safely over to Erickson. Erickson trying to get it out of midfield. Kicks it over, it looks like, to Lysick. Or that was Ribbons, actually. Ribbons over to Garcia. Garcia kicks it out. Over to Dillard. Dillard over on the left side of the field. Kicks it up. Here's an opportunity. That will be kicked out of bounds by the Raptors before Steel City could get their... That one kicked all the way out of the stadium. Went down over by the staircase out of the stadium there. And a couple of fans trying to run over to corral the loose ball. Now FC Steel City with the ball inside Raptors territory. Here's a Lysick trying to snake his way through. Kicked away by FC, and that one goes in the net. Steel City FC ties the game on a rebound attempt, and we are tied up here at 2. Looks like it was Sal Garcia who kicked that one in the net on the rebound here. And Steel City FC takes advantage of the red card by the Raptors to tie this game up at 2.
Yeah, a beautiful save by the goalkeeper for the Raptors at first, pushed it away, and Sal Garcia just found himself in the right spot at the right time, put it in the right side of the net, a little bit low off the volley. A beautiful goal by Garcia.
That was actually Jason Iniguez, my mistake. Jason Iniguez, my mistake. Couldn't see the number from up front here, but now seeing it on the replay. Jason Iniguez celebrating with a home run at home plate. for Steel City FC.
Yeah, beautiful celebration there, and how fitting being played here at Dooley Health and Care Field, the home of the Joliet Slammers. And for Jason Iniguez from Crest Hill, Illinois, played at Lewis University, academic all Great Lakes Valley Conference at Lewis University, was all-state in high school for Lockport High School, not far away from here, and he gets a goal to even it up at 2 with just over 10 minutes played in the second half. And we got a ball game here, 12 minutes played so far in the second half, about 32, 33 left to play. So Steel City gets another goal with the man advantage, and the momentum is all in their favor right now.
The momentum has definitely shifted here in the second half so far. We haven't seen the Raptors able to push it inside Steel City territory like they were, but their defense for the most part has remained strong, but we'll see how long that can last with them being down a man. But here trying to push it inside Steel City territory. Here are the Raptors with the ball, moving down on the side of the midfield. Now back inside FC territory. Raptors moving again inside Steel City territory once again, but the Steel City able to corral it back up. Looks like that's Kyle Seymour there with the ball. Passes it over to Erickson. Erickson kicks it out towards the side. It looks like that will be Garcia. Garcia's been quick all night long. Kicks it out over to Lysick. Lysick gets it taken away by a Raptors defender before it rolls out of bounds. So Garcia will take it. He will toss it back in bounds here for Steel City. Kicks it back over to midfield for Erickson. Erickson kicks it over to Seymour. Seymour juking out a couple of defenders over towards the box, blocked away, now picked up again. Here's a shot corralled by Perez. So Steel City's offense has been looking strong so far in this half here. They've been doing a lot of what it looks like they've been trying to plan to do and taking advantage of that with the man down. Now they get the ball back after the Raptors slip and miss the ball, pushing inside the box. Here's a shot. McGrath falls to the ground. Here's a rebound. Into the net! Into the net. Jake Lysick, his second goal of the year. And just in a matter of minutes, Steel City FC takes the lead over the Raptors as Jake Lysick celebrates at home base with the team there. Second goal in the past few minutes as Steel City claims the lead for the first time tonight.
What a beautiful shot by Jake Lysick, able to put that one in the back of the net for his second goal of the season. And Steel City, just like that, are up 3-2 now in this game. And, you know, for Steel City, it's an important one to get the lead once again. A nice play by Noah McGrath to fight for that one, and that one trickled away, and Jake Lysick was able to put it away into the back of the net. And urging his team to continue going. Keep pushing, guys. They want to extend the lead, keep the foot on the gas. They got Raptors reeling right now, down a man, trying to get some more substitutions in are the Raptors as they do. And, you know, for the Raptors, they really got to turn it around right now. They're not doing much, and that I really think that red card has changed all the momentum.
I think that red card has definitely changed all the momentum right there. That's definitely swung the favor of this game into Steel City FC's lap at this moment in time right now. And it's right now we're going to wait here to see the face-off as the Raptors will take it. But like you said, Tom, it's this game has completely changed in the favor of Steel City in the past few minutes. Here's FC with the ball. They've been really getting after the Raptors defense so far. Now kicks it back over to Perez. Perez with the ball, kicks it safely over to another player. Now kicks it back over towards midfield. Still inside Raptors territory, though. The Raptors have been unable to push this ball much inside Steel City territory. Now they're just playing it around inside Steel City territory. Passing it back and forth, now towards midfield. Here they go inside midfield, but that one met by Steel City defenders. Now taking it back inside their own territory. And like you said, Tom, they've just been playing around a lot now, getting inside Steel City territory, but Seymour able to meet that one. Kyle Seymour, and it goes off his leg out of bounds. But like you said, Steel City, they have really gotten things going here in the second half, especially on offense and defense. They've really kept the ball from going inside their own territory.
Yeah, they really have. Not many opportunities for the Raptors. And as I mentioned, that red card really putting them a man down. And Steel City is taking advantage of that as Nolan McGrath gets an opportunity here. It's shut down by the Raptors. But
here's another one inside the box. Looks like that will be Iniguez with the ball. Kicks it around. Now met by Raptors player. Raptors will take it for right now. They are going to kick it back out into the area of midfield. Dillard met there to defend. Dillard kicks it over to Deppenbrock. Deppenbrock has been relaxed all this half. Hasn't really had to do much. Now kicks it over. Looks like that's towards Erickson. Erickson kicks it out towards the left side. That looks like it'll be Garcia. Garcia met by a couple of defenders there.
a little bit of difficulties here at Dewey Health and Care Field. Fire alarms were going off. It was a false alarm, everybody. We are all okay and safe. We're back right now. We apologize for the technical difficulties on the stream as well. We'll get that figured out for you as soon as we can. But for right now, Steel City leading 3-2, approaching 20 minutes left, or approaching 20 minutes played in the second half, and Steel City gets a corner kick here, as we mentioned, sponsored by the Pursuit Wealth Group. Sponsors every corner kick here for Steel City FC at Dewey Health and Care Field. And you know, we hear the fire truck now.
Fire truck now.
Over in the Joliet Fire Department. Not headed this way, guys, but
Not headed this way. We're all right here at the stadium. There's no fire to report of here at the stadium right now, but obviously a lot of activity going on in Joliet as Lysick kicks this from the corner, met by a couple Raptors player who headbutts it out towards midfield. The Raptors rushing towards midfield, but Dillard will take the ball, kick it back inside Raptors territory. Here comes FC trying to take advantage again of the situation.
a beautiful play there from the Raptors.
Yeah, what a pass right there. And a slide. That was Sean Gavin right there. Met that one. Now here come the Raptors trying to get down inside Steel City territory. Here's one kicked out of bounds and out towards the back of the field. Home run by Steel City FC.
Yes, indeed. Right over the fence in 348 down the left field line.
348 feet, making the Joliet Slammers proud as they're playing on the road today. But Steel City right now still up 3-2 over the Iowa Raptors FC. So it looks like you got a player down over there on that side of the field. Not sure who it is, but
Looks like just a little cramping though.
Just a
tension,
little cramping.
so.
Okay, it's a little cramping. Nigel Dillard there to help him up.
Yeah, we mentioned the fire alarms. The only thing on fire right now is the Steel City FC players.
Yeah.
They are playing hot right now. They are on fire, so we don't want to put them out though. So
No.
we'll be good here.
No.
Shout out to our local firefighter, our producer Sean King, holding it down for us here.
Yeah, looks like that may have been an offsides call right there. Steel City had another opportunity for a shot, but unable to do so there with the penalty marker coming in. Now the Raptors looks like they will take the ball and trying to get back in this game. Been quiet since midway through the first half, and here they come again, trying to get things going. Now pushing it, sliding towards out of bounds, somehow able to keep it out from going out of bounds. As Steel City takes it, met by a couple defenders there. Mad ribbons all over the Raptors player. Here's the Raptors moving inside Steel City territory. That one met by immediate resistance. Now here comes Steel City yet again. That is number 37 for the Steel City FC. Number 37 for Steel City FC just coming into this game now. Looks like that might be Tyler Caput by the look of things. But here comes the Raptors yet again. Toronto with the ball towards midfield. Here comes Nolan McGrath in here now, trying to disrupt the order of things. But the Raptors maintain possession of it for now. Now they kick it out towards the box. That one met by defenders there. Steel City able to kick it out towards midfield. And here comes the Raptors yet again trying to keep it going. They've been pushing more inside Steel City territory, but the Steel City FC defense has thus been strong so far in this second half here, trying to keep it that way. Here's one kicked out towards the side. That met by the defense there. Steel City will once again regain possession of it. Now they'll kick it out towards the Raptors territory. Here's McGrath with a scoring opportunity. He's got room in front of him. He's got a shot. That one blocked by Perez. That one will go into the dugout. And it looks like it could be a corner kick here. Another good opportunity. What a run by Nolan McGrath, who had a great scoring opportunity. Green grass ahead of him. Just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, a beautiful pass by Steel City to McGrath up ahead. He made a beautiful run. He was chased down nicely, though, by a Raptors defender, number 77, and kind of threw him offline. If 77 didn't hustle as he did, McGrath would have had a clean one-on-one and might have just been able to chip it over Perez there. But McGrath gets a good look on target, unable to convert, but Steel City still with the corner kick.
Here's Garcia corner kicking it for the Raptors. That one blocked by Perez. Hit off a Raptors player and goes out of bounds yet again. So
we'll do it again, the corner kick. But a dangerous play there by Perez. Not sure why he didn't catch that one. That one almost went off the back of the Raptors defender and into the net. Yeah. It was very dangerous play there. You'd like to see your goalie kind of catch that one instead of trying to punch it out.
Very dangerous right there. But here Garcia kicks it again. Here's another opportunity. That one just in front of the net. And it looks like it will go out of bounds there. Jake Lysick with the ball, and he'll just leave it for a Raptors player. Looks like it went off an Steel City FC player, so Perez will take it.
Yeah, Sean Gavin and Kyle Seymour both making runs at that ball on the back post, unable to convert, just a little bit high, a little bit too long, unable to put it in the back of the net, and a break there kind of for the Raptors. They were under a lot of pressure. Steel City really hasn't had to play much defense here in the second half. Yeah. Got to attribute that to the red card, playing a man down are the Raptors. But as I mentioned, the Raptors kind of getting a sigh of relief there that one didn't go into the back of the net.
Yeah, definitely giving a much-needed sigh of relief. That was a dangerous play there as Steel City will take the ball. Seymour kicks it out towards midfield, met by some Raptors players. Now Steel City regains possession of the ball. Matt Ribbon's in trouble. Now kicks it up, open to a wide-open Lysick, but it looks like they may call offsides there. As the Raptors... Sorry, go ahead.
Blatantly offsides there was Lysick. He tried to play it off like there was a Raptors defender. No one even close to making him onside. So a nice attempt from Steel City, a good idea, but unfortunately that's going to break the rules of soccer and not allow that play to go through.
Allow that play to go through. Sorry there, Jake, but here's the Raptors with the ball yet again at midfield now, trying to get inside Steel City FC territory. Here's met by nice steal by Steel City FC. Couldn't tell who that was, but able to knock it away there. Now here comes Steel City once again. They're running. They're moving inside Raptors territory. Raptors defenders there to meet him. Here's one kept in play, but able to get corralled off to the side. Now here comes Steel City.
I felt like number 37 for Steel City should have given that ball up a little bit earlier. He had a couple guys in the middle. It looked like McGrath and maybe Lysick was in the middle. Looked like he had a couple opportunities to feed them the ball and maybe give him a shot attempt. Fed it a little too late, I felt. Yeah. And, it resulted in a turnover.
Yeah, it did result in a turnover a little bit there. But the Raptors with the ball now going to toss it inbounds after going out of bounds by Steel City FC. Yeah, a beautiful night here in Joliet. It looks like the sky's trying to clear up a little bit. Clouds in the skies right now, but the night atmosphere is definitely setting more in here.
Yeah, starting to cool off a little bit here in Joliet. Wind is still blowing out to the right a little bit. Nothing really happening so far. We're sitting at about 58 degrees and decreasing. No sign of showers anymore. Nice little breeze, making it feel a little bit colder than it actually is. We're pretty comfortable up here in the booth, but Steel City, they're blazing hot right now, feeling the heat, all the momentum, while the Raptors, much like their colors, the blue and white, are feeling pretty cold right now, and maybe starting to check out of this game mentally.
Maybe checking out a bit mentally. There goes Garcia, flown right to the ground. No penalty called there. Refs let that one play. As Garcia had the ball, got tripped up, and no whistle blown there. So play will stay as it has been. Here's the Raptors with the ball inside Steel in their own territory, trying to play keep away. Now kick it inside Steel City territory at midfield. Here's the Raptors again here trying to push down inside Steel City territory with another shot. That one kicked right to the Steel City defender. That looks like Eduardo Guerrero, who corrals it. He will take it himself. Now passes it over. Here's number 37 who kicks it. That one didn't get too far. McGrath trying to get there, but trips up a Raptors player in the process. So
yeah, so it looks like we're going to get an offside there. McGrath was offside and came back and was the first person to touch that ball. Not allowed to do that, so the Raptors are going to get possession here after the penalty by McGrath.
Yeah, it looks like the Raptors here, this could be a break that they could be looking for. Obviously, they got to get inside Steel City territory. Here's one kicked out towards the center of the field. That didn't get too far. Now kicks it back towards his teammate. Jake Lysick there on the run, trying to stop him. Now inside Steel City territory. Trying to fake out Lysick. Kicks it over towards midfield. But Steel City defense remaining strong right now. Now kicks it back towards their own territory. Steel City defense has been playing pretty strong here in the second half. They have not allowed the Raptors that far inside their own territory. As they take the ball away, a little bit of a trip, a little bit of a tumble down there by one of the players who's slow to get up. But Steel City takes it inside Raptors territory. Perez out of his net, tries to corral the ball, and he will do so before it goes out of bounds. A little bit of a dangerous play there again by Perez, but able to keep it from going out of bounds. Looked like his foot may have been on the line as he kicked it out.
Yeah, I was going to say he might have stepped out of bounds there. The ref might have missed that one.
Yeah, the ref.
And that would have been a corner kick for Steel City, and that would have been a good opportunity to get another goal as they lead, still leading 3-2 here. Approaching 15 minutes left in the game.
Trying to get things going here. The Raptors with the ball. Now Steel City regains possession of it. As Raptors, you can tell they're trying to push through, but this Steel City defense has strengthened up big time in this second half here. They're trying to get through towards the corner. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, not sure if Nigel Dillard maybe took control, played a little bit more of the coach role at halftime, but really the defense has been brilliant in this second half, not really letting up much, even inside halfway of their territory in the defensive end. It's really just been hanging around the midfield, kind of where it is now, and nothing really working for the Raptors as Steel City has been playing suffocating defense.
Yeah, they have been playing incredible suffocating defense right now. Now we see a Steel City player down on the ground. It looks like he's holding his knee there. So looks like they're going to take a bit of an injury timeout here. Not sure who that is. He's able to get up though, and you can obviously tell he's limping off a little bit there. He kind of took a bit of a tumble there.
Yeah, not sure if Steel City's just trying to slow it down here. Maybe a little bit of a strategic play, maybe a little acting here and there. But hope he's okay. Hope there's no injuries on the field. We never wish injuries upon any players or anything. But as Steel City, you definitely want to kind of slow down a little bit, take control of the game, maintain your pace of play. Don't let the Raptors speed you up at all. Play slow, play controlled, play smart, and come out with the victory.
Looks like the Raptors may have the ball here on a bit of a free kick here. It looks like as trying to get themselves back in this game to tie it up here. I heard the coach for Steel City SC have a little bit of something to say on the side there when that was announced. But the Steel City able to stop that. Now ball's going back out towards midfield. Out of bounds, but on Steel City. The Raptors will throw it back in here. But Steel City, their defense has just been all over the board. And again, looks like they tripped over a Steel City player. So here comes Steel City, kicks it out towards Raptors territory. There's McGrath with the ball. Now he kicks it out towards midfield. Here's a scoring opportunity. Kicks it out to Lysick or McGrath. Here's a shot blocked up by Perez, who has kept it from going in and kept Steel City from doubling this lead up 4-2.
Yeah, Lysick tried to go 5-hole there on the keeper, and a great save by Perez there. And you got to think if that becomes a goal, Steel City goes up 2, and this game may be out of reach.
Yeah, big collision right there. It looks like that was Sean Gavin ran right into a Raptors player who's down, but
is going to be awarded a yellow card for that one.
Yeah.
And, Steel City, that doesn't really affect them that much in this game. Could affect them later on in the season, but nothing really much so far, just kind of a common penalty for them.
A common penalty. We've seen a couple of them over the past couple of minutes. Steel City, their defense has been very aggressive, very physical. I thought the Raptors' defense in the first half was very physical and aggressive. Steel City's defense has been that in the second half more than the Raptors. Here's one kicked out, stopped by Deppenbrock. Deppenbrock with the ball now, waiting for the defenders to go out in front. Now he'll pass it off to, looks like that's Erickson. Erickson to Gavin. Gavin with the ball. Looks like he'll pass it out to Dillard. Dillard kicks it over to Lysick. No, that looks like it may have been Ribbons. Now it's Lysick with the ball inside Raptors territory, but that one will roll out of bounds. So looks like the Raptors will gain possession of it after, or actually the Steel City will have possession of it after it rolled off a Raptors leg. Oh, here it looks like it's Mad Ribbons again with the ball. Again, Mad Ribbons, nice name. Tosses it inbounds. Now looks like Lysick will have it, lost it. Now the Raptors got it. Nice move there by the Raptors defender there. Jukes out. Looks like that was McGrath, Nolan McGrath there. Tried to go for it, but Nolan McGrath not able to get it.
Yeah, you mentioned Ribbons with a great name. We have a big Ribbons fan here on the YouTube live stream. Enzo Basso said he's a big Ribbons fan. Feel free, any viewers, to drop your favorite player in the chat. Who's a favorite player to yours, Matt?
Well, hard to say yet. I got to be honest right now. They're all playing red hot awesome right now, so have to see how the rest of this goes. Here's a player who went down. It looks like that may have been Ribbons right there. A couple players gone down there. That looked like it was Eduardo Guerrero who tripped up there at around midfield by a Raptors defender, and that may draw a yellow card right there. Steel City will take control of the ball. It looks like we're approaching 12 minutes left in this game here. As Steel City has been thus far dominant in the second half over the Raptors.
Yeah, Steel City kind of taking control of this game, not really allowing the Raptors to get much going as this game kind of comes to a close. It's starting to get, you can start to feel it here at Dooley Health and Care Field. It's kind of taking control of Steel City, feeling more comfortable, especially with that man advantage here. You know, you don't want to give them any momentum. A goal here for Steel City would just turn over any momentum that they had as we get a substitution here.
Yeah.
And a round of applause for the Steel City FC player. A great performance from him tonight. So
Yeah.
Steel City leading 3-2 here with about 11 minutes left in the game. We'll see how much stoppage time is added, but
We'll see here, but here's one. The Raptors able to keep the Steel City FC from scoring inside their own box. Now the Raptors have the ball inside their own territory, but here comes Steel City FC. They've been getting after it all second half. Now they'll be able to take it towards midfield. The Raptors trying to push down inside for a late game push. Kicks it right to a Steel City player. That looks like it was McGrath. Or that looks like number 36, actually, Tyler Capoot, who just came into the game as a substitution. Kicks it over to 37. And a Raptors player will kick it out of bounds. They're trying to get it from Capoot. And Steel City looks like will take the ball, and they will toss that one back into play. As time running short here in this game, about 10 minutes left or so in this game. We got a couple players coming in for substitution. Kyle Seymour coming in with the ball now. Now here's the Steel City. Here they come. Here's a shot. Dukes it out. Now that one blocked by a Raptors defender. Good scoring opportunity there. That was not meant to be. Now the Raptors will take it. Moving down inside Steel City territory. Here they are being chased by defenders. He gets tripped up right there. He got blown up, pushed down by a Steel City defender. I looked like it was Eduardo Carrillo who met the Raptors player there, tripped him over, and it looks like it may be resulting in a yellow card as the Raptors will take the ball inside Steel City territory again. They've had opportunities, but the Steel City defense has thus been strong so far in the second half.
Yeah, Steel City playing really strong. Raptors not really, as you mentioned, still really not having much to show for in this game. The defense for Steel City really turned up after the first goal, and even really that second goal wasn't necessarily their fault. Kind of a weird play with that collision that happened with Dillard, but after that, it's been lights out for them. They haven't given up any opportunities.
Yeah, they haven't really given up much. Here's one that goes off to the side again. Deppenbrock has just been, he's just been sitting back in net for the most part. They've just kind of let him relax, and Steel City's just gone after the ball around midfield or deep inside Raptors territory, and they've been playing very physical, aggressive soccer in the second half. As here Deppenbrock will take the ball once again, waiting to get the word to kick it off here, as we have about 8.5 minutes left in this game here. Not sure how much stoppage time we'll have left added on to the clock before the game ends, but here's Deppenbrock with the ball now.
Deppenbrock gonna probably send one away here, telling everybody to back up, guys. I'm launching this one.
Yeah, he's gonna ready to just launch this one right out of the park here, just like Steel City has done this entire second half. Here's one out to midfield, and Steel City or the Raptors contesting over it. Now the Raptors have it, moving it back inside Steel City territory here as fire alarm sounding. We may need the fire alarm here again, as Steel City's been hot on fire again in the second half. But the Raptors with the ball now, hoping to tie this game up. Here's one kicked out towards the box. That one met by Deppenbrock, who slides to the ground with a save. And telling everyone to back up now. He tosses that one. Looks like he'll toss that one out to Connor Erickson. Erickson with the ball, moving it inside midfield. Now just play keep away a little bit here. Now passes it over. Ooh, tripped up a little bit there. No whistle blown on that play. Now inside Raptors territory. Here's the Raptors regain possession of it at midfield. Looks like Capote is chasing the Raptors defender there with the ball. Now
a beautiful turn there from the Raptors player.
Yeah, beautiful turn there as number 64, Diego Camarina, has come into the game now. Deppenbrock has slid to the ground again to save it. You can tell Deppenbrock has been a little bit more easier in this one and earlier on in the past couple minutes of this game here now, as he's just been trying to corral a couple of the balls that have come his way on a couple shots here. Now here comes Steel City FC inside Raptors territory again, but the Raptors able to corral it. Steel City didn't want to draw off sides. Now the Raptors will have it yet again. Playing around keep away, trying to keep it away from, looks like number 17 for Steel City. That is Danny Flores. A lot of the subs for Steel City has come into the game now. The Raptors trying to tie it up here.
Yeah, Danny Flores, you mentioned 3 goals for Steel City FC last season and was MVP of the Lincoln Way West soccer team and was all section for the Lincoln Way West.
There's one kicked out of the park by the Raptors, so if you're keeping score, that's one out of the park for Steel City, one out of the park for the Raptors. So tie game in that front. If only we were playing baseball here tonight, which that we are not. The Slammers are away.
Slammers will be back May 31st here, day after Memorial Day, for some baseball, some good action. And I believe they play Schaumburg, who won the title last year, so should be a good series here at Dewey Healthy Care Field. But for now, we got soccer.
For now, we do have some soccer. We got some good soccer going here as Deppenbrock kicks one out into Raptors territory as the Raptors players kicks it out of bounds. Now will corral it at midfield, and the Raptors pushing it, trying to move inside Steel City territory. Great defense by Steel City. We still got a few more minutes left in this game, add-on stoppage time as well, as obviously the lights have come on here. We got the lights up at the back by the fire trucks. Here's one outside Raptors territory. Goalie out of the box, slid. It looked like Flores tried to get it, but wasn't able to get there in time. Just missed it. Could have been a big scoring opportunity for Steel City FC, as the Raptors will take it inside Steel City territory. Here's one, just missed outside the net. That one bounced out behind the net there. Steel City will once again take over as Deppenbrock looks like he'll kick it away from the goal out towards midfield here. As the Raptors have been pushing more inside Steel City territory, they've just been unable to do much with it in this half so far. As Devin Rock telling everyone to get away. And it looks like he's just going to let this one launch out towards midfield. There's one corralled and bounced around at the midfield there. And the Raptors taking it once again inside Steel City territory. And bounces out again out towards the back sides. You know, they got to talk about this has been an incredible second half here for Steel City. They managed to get a lot more physical, a lot more aggressive in the second half, which is what we kind of needed them to be doing to match the aggressiveness from the Raptors here in the second half.
Yeah, they really have, and, you know, a big opportunity here for the Raptors. Their goalie past midfield, so you got to think, you know, he's going to have to start sprinting back. But as you mentioned, Steel City's just been really strong in the second half and trying to come out with a win here.
Yeah.
Still leading 3-2 with, you know, probably less than 5 minutes. Not sure how much they might add, maybe 2 minutes of stoppage time. Not much. It was a hard fall by the Raptors player.
Yeah, it looked like it hit him right in the head. He tried headbutting him. I think it hit him right in the forehead there. He went to the ground, and he's still on the ground now, though, so hoping he's all right over there. He is.
Yeah, it looked like to me like he kind of landed on his back, maybe probably knocked the wind out of him and kind of, you know, maybe hurt his lower back or something. He's kind of just laying there, not sure what he's kind of injured, but he's kind of waving off the trainers, it looks like. You know, they're going to add some stoppage time for this with 42 minutes ticking on the clock in the second half. But for the Raptors, it's kind of winding down for them. They really need to get a big push here if they want to tie up the game. But it looks like Steel City is in control of this one.
Well, you don't want to say anything. You don't want to jinx anything. But right now, definitely Steel City in the driver's seat for now. Raptors can always do something to change the course of this, as we've seen Steel City do over the course of the second half. Here's one. Raptors out in midfield, but Steel City kicks that one back. And the Raptors, once again, trying to regain possession of it here. Steel City playing some good defense here so far in the second half, as the Raptors trying to play a bit of keep away here. Now that one passes back and forth a little bit, and looks like they're going to whistle that one there. Connor Erickson. Oh, no, Tyler Caputa looks like hit that one there as the Raptors take the ball. Here's one, just misses the head, and into the net! The Raptors, with just a couple minutes left in the game, tie the game up at 3. You said it, they needed a push, and they just got it right there. As Steel City FC, this game could be looking into a tie, as they have Steel City defense managed to crumble a little bit there. We'll see what stoppage time is, but we have a tie game at 3.
What a goal and what a set piece by the Raptors players. A nice left-footed high ball that went over everybody, and the Raptors player was just sitting back there, took a touch, and then just, you know, kind of launched it in. It looked like he almost toe-poked it into the far corner of the net for the tying goal. And what a huge play, down a man as well. We can't forget that they're playing 11 on 10 right now as they have another push. But, you know, a tie game now. Could be a draw, could be a win. We don't know. I guess a broadcaster's jinx on that one for Steel City, but we'll see how this game ends with neither side really having any control right now.
Apologies, Steel City FC, but maybe a bit of announcer's jinx right there with the Raptors. Another player down for the Raptors. They're just having some players going down here. A lot of players down by injury here in this game. Here's Jake Leisick on the sideline right now. You can see the heat's kind of got to him a little bit there on the ground there next to a couple of the backup players. Take it a bit easy. It's been one of those nights for a lot of them as Sal Garcia joins him. Raptors player getting looked at here. They've been going down quite a bit here. Been going down like flies here in the past couple minutes of this game. It looks like we're going to add on 2 minutes of stoppage time here after the 45-minute mark. So could we see a final push late in this game here? We haven't seen the Steel City FC offense. They were good at the start of the second half, but since the past few minutes or so, they've been kind of quiet as the Raptors player gets helped off the field there. And Steel City looking to keep this game at a draw or get a late push to get them the lead. As it looks like Steel City will have the ball. They'll kick it over towards the other side. Deppenbrock out of his box, kicks it over to a Steel City player. That might be Kaput right there. As Kaput passes it over to McGrath, and that ball will go out of bounds there. So, and on 2 minutes of stoppage time right there. Steel City looks like will have the ball, trying to get a late push here, maybe take a late lead here. As the Raptors quick to meet them. There's Kaput back out of midfield, passes it to Dillard. Dillard passes it over to the other side. Looks like that is Erickson. Erickson passes it out. Raptors quick to meet it, headbutt it back towards midfield. Raptors with the ball and lose it quickly as Tyler Kaput gets there once again. Kicks it off the side, reams around the sideline. Now here's Steel City with a scoring opportunity, but the Raptors kick that one out of bounds right there. Kyle Seymour was running towards the net with an opportunity, but wasn't able to do so. As it looks like it's going to be a corner kick here. They got to get this one going. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick here. The 2 minutes are starting to tick down. So in the final push here.
Here's a corner kick. That one headbutt in the air out away from the net. As Steel City, here's Dillard. He'll take it at midfield. Dillard will kick it up towards the box, over towards Seymour. Seymour pushed down. A couple of players go down there. No whistle on that one. Here's a kick out towards the corner. That one met. Now here's Flores trying to headbutt it, but the Raptors will kick it out. And it looks like got a whistle there for offsides.
It looks like that's going to be the end of the game.
End of the game already. Let's see. Players are gathering up in midfield. And yeah, no, it looks like it's going to be the end of the game right there, like you just said, Tom. So the final score in this one, it looks like it'll be 3-3 tie between the Steel City FC and the Iowa Raptors FC. It was a great game of soccer. The Raptors tied it up late at 3 after Steel City took the lead 3-2 at the half.
Yeah, Steel City seemed in control through most of the second half. We saw the Raptors leading 2-1 at halftime. Steel City was able to score 2 quick goals to get the lead to 3-2, and then as we just saw, a nice set piece and then a beautiful goal by the Raptors player tied it up at 3, and nothing else worked for either side. A few late opportunities for Steel City, unable to convert, and it's a draw for tonight's matchup. A huge thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in today. A huge shout out to 1080 Productions for putting this whole thing together. For our cameraman, Aiden, battling through all the technical difficulties. We appreciate him, as alongside Sean King, our technical producer tonight. Thank you for tuning in here at Dooley Health and Care Field on a lovely Saturday night. 3-3 is your final with a draw. We'll see you soon here at Dooley Health and Care Field.